Yo, what's good, y'all? Y'all already know, man. It's your boy LaRon, female rapper lead, back with another video. Please, if you're new to the channel, you already know. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you like the video. Make sure that you like the videos. Make sure you go through the, you know what I'm saying, through the video history. Check up on some shit you probably ain't seen or whatever. So I'm gonna be uploading more videos. Y'all already know I got a podcast on Spotify, so make sure you check that out. Cause I need to find a way to take my audio from I know who I could reach out. Somebody who already does that. So let me ask them. So yeah, we here to just do a real quick chat. What's up, Barb Minaj? As I'm pretty sure y'all know that Complex magazine stated that Nicki Minaj, Seeing Green, and Fractions was both in the top 10 verses of this year. I was gonna go live on the computer, but I don't really. I'm not really in the position right now to do that. So I'm pretty sure, just like many of you other guys, you probably got to. I didn't know anything about Complex posting this actually, right? So I had seen a tweet come out from Nicki, and she said she only put 3 songs on "Beam Me Up, Scotty," and 2 of them were top 10 on this list. Shout out to Wheezy, definitely put a body on "Seeing Green." Now, listen, you know what I noticed, right? A lot of y'all, a lot of the people who listen to Nicki music, a lot of y'all. Hmm. I don't know if some of y'all listen to hip hop because of Nicki or if y'all just have like hip hop roots or whatever, right? Because I remember when Seeing Green came out, a lot of people felt like they didn't like Lil Wayne's verse. But me personally, Lil Wayne had the best verse on Seeing Green. As much as I love Nicki, as much as she pop shit on that record, but I'm just saying, like, as far as like on a killed it level, like on a rapper, like the shit he was spitting on that shit. So I felt like Easy ate on Seeing Green. And then Nicki put, um, I wish these bitches had more talent and less clout. Thanks, Complex. How do you guys feel about this? You know, I love talking about raps. I love talking about raps too. So let's see. So Complex stated on Fractions, Nicki Minaj demonstrates exactly why she's called the queen. After taking a brief hiatus to focus on her growing family, she returned with a song that shows off her razor sharp rap skills. Facts. Fractions only consist of one long verse, but 3 minutes straight. Nicki whips through powerful bars about her status in the rap game. I put these bitches on game. They should be kissing my feet. I tried to give them some press. They tried to say it was beef. She spits, referencing her suspected feuds with various artists. What makes Nicki's verse particularly memorable, besides the technical skill, is the way in which she's hyper aware of everything happening around her, from acknowledging criticisms to name dropping Alex Rodriguez and Gorilla Glue Girl. Yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think Nicki doesn't play the whole aloof role like Foxy does. Foxy be really acting like she ain't even here, like, but she hear everything. What's up, Gabrielle? It's Nicki hitting diamond again for me. What's up, Meme? What's up, Jessica? What's up, Nikki? Let's see. No cash app profits allowed. What? What's up? Yeah. So I thought it was pretty dope that they mentioned that Nicki. Now I just want y'all to think about this, right? Nicki had the best verse, and this is Complex, and I have to say this because Complex is a publication that does piss me off sometimes. Because many times with Complex, they have some hmm. Yeah, this won't be a long live at all because I'm running out of my weed, and we definitely on the end. Yeah, and we definitely gonna be ending this in about 20 minutes because soon as that dryer buzzer go off and my clothes will come out that dryer. Oh, this nigga hit me up, told me already. Oh, I got some wedding cake, I got some cherry pie, I got some. He said some runts too. Oh yeah, I got to get off of here. I got to be out of here soon. So I just wanted to come and chop it up real quick. Nonetheless, so it made me proud as a Nicki Minaj fan that, Nicki coming out with 2 new songs, well, Crocodile, whatever, right? So, um, coming out with those 2 tracks, we got to think about the entries from these other girls, right? And when you have somebody like Megan Thee Stallion saying, "I'm the shit per the Recording Academy," you're the shit per the Recording Academy because of the politics in which Jay-Z plays behind the scenes. He got politics in the NFL. He got politics in the music. Jay-Z, if you want to put it like this in a political type of way, if you're coming into the game and trying to be like on some shit like that, maybe Rock Nation would be a fit for you if you want to play the political game because the person behind that is Jay-Z and he could pull strings. So maybe there is an advantage to certain people to be over there. But when you're already established, like a Nicki Minaj. Being on Rock Nation is not really, you know, Nicki could go to motherfucking Def Jam. She could go to an independent label and still have a buzz. So, let's see. The lyrics mixed with the many flows to keep me interested in every stanza. So many bars in that song. Facts. But I see, I don't want to be funny. I don't want to listen. I don't want to bust your bubble. But Itty Bitty Piggy kind of ate fractions and bars. If we want to talk bars, if you want to talk bars, McFarlane, and you know that's a complex that I don't even think people really realize. I think people really love Itty Bitty Piggy because of the shit that she was spitting, and it was so catchy on the beat. But she really barred that shit like from beginning to end. A lot of people can't successfully do bars and be able to like still rap and make it make sense with it too. You know what I'm saying? Listen. So, right? So that made me proud because I'm like, damn, like a track like Fractions, a mixtape track. You got Megan Thee Stallion, you got Cardi B. Poor Cardi ain't even have no features this year. How we all way into June? Nobody ain't want you on their record? No Post Malone, no French Montana. See, French know he got that flop with her last time, so he like, I can't rock with her again. She gonna give me another flop, especially if it's released through Bad Boy. She put French Montana on her album and they make it a single. It's gonna do good. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. What moments this year? I want you to think. What moments this year? Nicki dropped Fractions and Seeing Green and them tracks. And you know what's so crazy? Even though that they're mixtape tracks and Seeing Green was on, all of those tracks was on Billboard. But it's just a fact of where out of this year, and let's say Seeing Green stayed on the charts for 2-3 weeks, right? Mixtape track, not even promoted. Where is your impact at on that level? And it further supports what I'll be trying to tell y'all, that Cardi and Megan don't have no dope verses. They don't have no shit. They ain't really talking about nothing. They not talking about anything. So it's like, you got to realize something, right? Because I really thought about this the other day. Think about it. If we get a tweet today or tomorrow and Nicki's like, I'm releasing a new song, right? We know that she's an artist and she gives her best, whether it's a singing song or a vibe song or a song that you know what I'm saying? Or a song like for example, Crocodile Teeth or For the Love of New York, where everybody, that might not be the specific sound that they love, but we know if you give it a listen, you'll be like, oh, okay, she gave 110% with her talent always. You know what I'm saying? Cardi and Megan, they don't do that. Like they don't. They look at this shit as a check. They do. And I'm being honest with you, and I don't feel bad as I say it. That's why, like, I don't want Megan to go, but I really want Cardi to go. I want her to go. Like, you trying to like exist in this realm of black female greatness so bad. And it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Like, to me, it is. It's so annoying. And it's not to say, like I always say, I don't want you to be broke and going back to the Bronx and living in the tenement buildings. I don't want you doing that. But, like, make a way somewhere else. Because it's like, make a way somewhere else. You got all of these accolades and shit that you bragging about. Ain't nobody remembering none of your verses. WAP went 5 times platinum, and I don't know the lyrics for that song. I don't know the lyrics. I don't even know. Only thing I know about is Megan, Swallow Me, Grabble Me. That's it. That's it. I don't know none of the lyrics for that shit. None. None. It's funny. It's funny to me. So it's like, look at all of the releases that these girls had this year. And you know what's so crazy? Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Cardi had big paper. They thought that shit was going to take off. This is what makes the joke funny. And you know what, Cardi B, and this is to her, because I know that her team be listening to these videos and be trying to listen to see like, oh, what can we perfect? Listen, you can't perfect because you're not it. You heard everybody saying, oh, Cardi voice sounds better, but that's as much as it goes. We know that you didn't write that shit. We know that you're not the fucking artist behind that shit. Oh, Cardi sound better. I don't give a fuck if on Era 2 you sound better. We've already dubbed you as having a ghostwriter, and we know who it is. And we know that your ghostwriter is now in a meal deal situation with Megan Thee Stallion. Come on, we know that's uncomfortable for you right now. You know if he give you a track, you're going to be questioning it. Did Megan turn this down? Is this why he giving it to me? Like, come on. Come on, Cardi. You ain't supposed to be here. Like, you not. And you shouldn't even have to go through all of that. You shouldn't even have to go through all of that. You should be the one that like, okay, Cardi, come through. Let's write this track. Okay, I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna release this shit later. She can't do that. She got to send it through the channels, and then these niggas might be like, oh no, we don't like that. She like, damn. I'm pretty sure her spirit got killed many a times because let's be honest, it's Cardi B. She has some sort of a budget going around. They probably gave her an instrumental before and was like, let's see what Cardi can do on this on her own. She probably went to the studio, confidently recorded some shit and sent it back, and they like, what? We not putting this shit out. You know how many records I have records that I recorded that you will never hear because I'll be like, hell no, hell no. You know what I'm saying? But but I know I say hell no because I might have tried to experiment with a sound or like a pop sound, and I'll be like, nah, I didn't really like it. I have a pop sound. I have a pop record I could play right now that I wrote, hook, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I never put that shit out. I have a lot of shit that I wrote. I won't put it out. It's just not my style. But I experimented. But Cardi, she can't do that. She got to take orders. She got to take orders. She say Hollywood waiting for her. Shit. Then leave. You feel me? Then leave. You came here and caused up so many. You know what's so crazy? The bad part about it is that me being a man and being highly competitive and liking rap and shit, like that whole Kim and Foxy shit, it didn't get bad until like that whole Remy and Nicki shit, it didn't get back. Like it got bad because on the Foxy and Kim because somebody ended up getting shot, right? But outside of that, I'm one of them niggas. I want to hear who got the best verse or whatever, right? When Sheether happened with Nicki and Remy, that was a little personal because knowing the story of them coming up. But the nigga in me, I want to hear rap. You feel me? I ain't hear nothing from none of these female rappers this year that made me feel like, oh shit. And I have to be honest, when I heard unreleased music from Remy Ma on her Instagram, I was excited because I'm from New York and there's a certain type of lyricism and a certain type of substance. There's a certain type of in your face that I'm looking for. And if you can't, like, no, I don't give a fuck about all of that twerk down because keeping it real, right? It's already one thing, not that I care, but I'm talking about myself. I remember when I was coming up, right? It was like I love Foxy Brown more than Kim, but it was also easier loving her because she wasn't as sexual as Kim was at that time. It was like, and then back then, it was just different times. It was different. Like I felt like, nah. Mm-mm. And even to this day, you can see the clear difference between a Kim fan and a Foxy fan. There's a clear difference. Clear. There's a lot of delusion that lives in that Queen Bee team. A lot. Cardi dropping next year, y'all. What's going on in the USA, Nicki Minaj? You should Google it. Wherever you are in the world, always Google what time is it, XYZ. LeBron, did you see Cardi latest tweet about when the album's coming? She's saying that shit to throw it off. She probably doing that because the baby. She's gonna drop the baby. She's gonna drop the album when the baby comes. She uses her private part for a marketing tool. That's all that is. Cardi, everything related to Cardi B is marketing, and it's like people don't even realize it. But it's like, come on. What's up, Toya? Cardi just wanted to start that talk. That's what she doing. She just want to start the talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sit your ass down. You about to have a baby. We don't want to see you on tour. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once you, and I do believe this when it comes to a celebrity that has some sort of a sex image. Like, once you get married and it's like, okay, you start having babies, you do kind of expect their career to like transition in a certain type of way. Look at Beyonce. I want Cardi to permanently do a Beyonce and just don't come back. Like, just go on family mode. Take your millions that you got. You started all this issue and this culture that you're not even supposed to be in. Like, just leave. Cut your losses and leave. I know you tired of us talking about it and making, you know what I'm saying? You ain't supposed to be here. And that's why it's so hard. Walking, walking marketing package. Cardi gonna go on tour with a few other people, so it ain't gonna make it. But shit, I know she's seeing what's going on in real time with the Migos. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, Cardi being the Migos, could they do a tour? I don't think. I think they would need another person. They would need Lil Baby. They would need Lil Baby. They would need somebody else. Yeah, I love to see. Yeah, I love. Yeah, Lil Kev fans love to talk shit. But what have we ever seen Lil Kev fill up stadiums? Exactly. She can't afford an album or features or no one's asking her. And it's like, that's just the plain argument that I have for everybody. For please make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video. Yo, that's just the argument that I have. And until somebody is able to substantiate anything that that matches. Name a Megan Thee Stallion verse that as a man, this is huge. Do you understand that liking female rappers, niggas already judging you like, oh, are you gay? Are you soft? Are you this? Are you that? I like the best of the best. And why niggas might hate on Nicki Minaj, she has verses that compete with the top of top. Why niggas might hate on a Foxy Brown, I have verses. I remember before one of my friends, like, yo, she used to be hating on me so much and she never could put my fire out. She'd be like, why do you like Foxy so much? I'm saying, like, a guy is not really supposed to like Foxy like that. And I kept playing that shit. You're not going to, this is what I'm saying. Like, me and other people, we're completely different. We different. Like, you know what I'm saying? I go against the odds all the time. But everybody loved Kim too. So people don't understand why you might like a Foxy Brown. Like, she's not this, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not commercial and she's no. That's what actually made, I'm telling you. You just got to think it's just a different way that you go about it. I don't be liking. It's crazy that I moved to Houston and I know some people who live in Houston and they don't even really listen to Beyonce. And you know why they don't listen to Beyonce? They love her. Like for example, I know a few people who don't really listen to Beyonce, but whenever she comes on, they love it and they give her credit. But what it is that on a local level, people have rashed and done it so much where it's just like people start looking outside. Like, damn, y'all all on Beyonce. Let me go do something else. That's not my reason for liking Foxy over Kim. I just liked Foxy over Kim because I felt like she was more real. To be honest with you, I felt like she was just more real. It was more realistic. I would like that we would get reports sometimes that she had a nasty attitude. It showed that she was fucking human. And for the shit she would be getting mad about, yeah, she's human. Like a lot of these people, that's why I'm saying all that baby and hi baby, all that shit that Kim do, that shit is fake. Like, no. And that's why I loved Remy too, because she was just like, y'all all be talking about this no comment shit. She like, we from the hood. We don't be on no fucking no comment shit. No. No. That shit is real. So Kim is very industry. And that's why Foxy said, I'm an industry bitch. No, you an industry bitch. I'm an in the streets bitch. And that shit is facts. Kim is so annoying. Thoughts on party song? No thoughts on it. Let's see. She's smoking mirrors. If you one of the hottest out right now, then why don't nobody want you on this shit except Meek? Megan ain't doing nothing. She did the track with the baby. That shit ain't do nothing. Like, I mean, what was that track she did? But that was last year when she did that baby, baby, baby with the Ashanti sample. Ain't do nothing. Who said, oh, Cardi not even big in Latin music. And if she were smart, she would work more for that. The featuring she has with them Latin trap reggaeton artists, also Dominican, were flop. See, but she was trying to work that market. Cardi thinks she's slick. She trying to work that market, but the thing is that when you don't sound, people know that when you know what's crazy? Even if Cardi had a good, to me, right? She just doesn't sound smart, so that's why it was never believable to me. Like, nah, we ain't come up. We grew up like, even if the niggas who was making those records wasn't the best, like, academically. No, it was more organic. I would never go around saying some shit like, yo, you heard that Cardi B shit? That don't even sound right saying out my mouth right now. You heard that Cardi shit and I'm rapping that shit in front of you like, nigga, you whack. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. What I look like? What? That don't even sound right. It don't sound right. They did Maroon 5 collabs, Latin records, trying to do pop, but it didn't work. My phone is down to 10%. I'm not charging this shit, but I'm about to be out of here soon anyway. But yeah, the big question of the matter was, it's just like, damn, Nicki came out, she put 2 mixtape tracks out, best rap verse of 2021 so far. Where's the conversation at with the rest of the ladies? Why can't this be a conversation? Why do people get mad? No, because it's like, what is you in it for? What is you in it for? You know what I'm saying? What are you in it for? Let's see. Um, let's see. Nicki versus our whole move. Hell no. Never heard people say that. I ain't never say that. On Twitter, it was like a small group of people trying to say Cardi had the best verse on Motorsport. I ain't never heard that in my life. I ain't never heard that. People be trying to make some shit happen. And I noticed, make sure you guys notice this too. If you follow Nicki on Instagram, right? I don't know what it is, but I don't trust these tech people, right? Because if you follow somebody on Twitter, and normally when Nicki tweets and you go to her tweet, normally the first person that you'll see is somebody who you follow. I think that they've switched up the algorithm, or maybe Nicki did that. I think Nicki did that because recently I've been going to her tweets, and then the first tweet will be somebody hating, and I'm like, why the fuck are they showing this to me? I don't even follow this person. I'm like, are they trying to do this shit to start people hating, or did she do it in a way to where it shows? I think Nicki switched her feature up because now the first person under her tweet is always. It seems odd. Like I don't know. Ron, do you think Asian Dolls on the remix? What remix you talking about? That's why she has bitter when Nicki and Carol G, because Tulsa, yeah, exactly. Could you imagine how Cardi would have sounded on Tulsa? Come on. The conversation at hand now is that Nicki Minaj is not even out with a project. You have these girls out with Up and all of this. Why is Up not celebrated as best rap verse? Megan had freestyles. Megan had a freestyle, Southside freestyle that came out this year. Where's the smoke for it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where is it? Ain't nobody saying like, yo, she spazzed on that shit. And you know what's so sad? And I know that this is gonna hurt if they hear this. I really know that on that shit they thought Megan spazzed on the third verse, and they thought that people was really gonna be like, oh, she spazzed. And and nobody's talking about it. Nobody. That little energy shit that y'all think she got is not really as much as you think it is. Like, come on, y'all don't let a freestyle gas you up. What's fucked up is if you really want to think about it, 1501 should have actually made Megan develop herself more. They should have made her develop herself more. Yeah, it should have made her prove herself more. I think that's been a problem with Megan. She's got too much too quick, and she doesn't have no story, like a Foxy Brown story of just rapping in the lyricist lounge and going through the like traversing through changing your style and like, no, I don't want to rap like that. I want to rap like this. Like I remember when I came out and like, come on, man. Like everybody goes through that, and that's how you know you're not a real artist because you know how to craft your style and how to do your shit. You know it. I remember when me and my brothers was recording and going to the studio, and these niggas used to all be like in New York, everybody is spitting that gangster shit. I said no. I was just like, nah, the energy of it all is just not cool with me. And that's why like when shit be happening with like anything can happen to anybody, right? But like when things be happening like Pop Smoke and like King Von, it's like you got to think about the shit that you put in your lyrics. I could kill it in my raps and not talk about gunplay and none of that shit. You feel me? You got the niggas around you who could do that shit. You got to be a difference. If all of your niggas in your clique all rap the same, what is the difference? You got to have the little J. Cole or the Lupe Fiasco or the somebody who has a different approach. Everybody, I ain't want that. I started off doing that. And I remember my older brother, he's like, I took that shit as hating because he ain't never commend me on no shit. But I remember he said something to my other brother, like, yeah, I want him to get on it, but I want him to talk about that gutter shit, though. I don't want him to talk about that other shit. No, I'm going to do the shit how I want to do it because when the artist is behind it, yeah, yep. Yo, let me tell you some real talk shit. What really made me go hard and made me want to rap more, I remember, listen, one of my brothers, I love him to death. He'd do anything for me. I remember everybody was going to the studio recording. And mind you, I was writing shit, but I was never ready. And then I was just like, damn, everybody's recording. I'm like, yo, son, I'm like, write me something or whatever, right? He was like, write you something. I'm like, yeah, write it for me. So listen, my brother wrote me this 16 bars. I can't remember what the fuck he wrote, right? But I am heavily influenced. Like he's one of my influences too. But I remember he wrote me this rap, and my brother, I was spitting that shit, and I think he found out, and he was like, you didn't even write that shit. And he tried to make me feel low down. I said, oh, now I'm about to really go fucking hard. And then ever since then, it was just this energy. Like one of my brothers always support me musically. We have music together. And then one of my other brothers is like, even with my voicemail shit, he's just like, he never gave it up to me. But when you have to know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if it was, this is what I'm trying to say. If me putting voicemail out was based on my brother, he it would have never been out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I move how I want to move. I write how I want to write. I do songs I want. Like, I did it like a recently. I got this track that I'm gonna put out really soon. I'm probably gonna put it out probably September or October. But I wanted one of my brothers to get on it. But I sent him like the voiceover for it. But I don't think he like it. But you guys will see when it releases. But I don't think he really likes it. But when I release it, you'll get it. You know what I'm saying? When it all comes together. But I like that though. I like when people, you know, everybody feel how they feel. But when you're a real artist, you could really do this shit. Cardi, come on, it's been a while since your album. They said, but it's so much up in that cloud about Cardi B. You know when like Tasha K was like, Cardi can't release an album, so that's making me wonder, can she even really release an album? She went through a litigation, $11 million. Is something really going on contractually? It's like the Cardi B cloud is so crazy. Did she have a baby now? Because it's like, did she have a baby now because she can't put an album out? Did she have a baby now to promote her album? It's like you never know which way that she's coming because she's so, it's just twisted. Because I don't understand why it's taking so long. WAP has been out for, it's been a year next month. Next month, August, it's been a year. Where is the album at? That's the biggest question. Like, that needs to be a conversation. Maybe not even an open. Mm-mm. I tied up the Asian doll, none of that shit remix because she kept talking about the soul. Look that up right now. Let me see. Asian doll. None of that. She took a long time to come out with that. Let me see when that track came out. It came out in December, December 7th. Um, Wait, December 6th? December 7th. Okay. Um, hmm. What you think? Let me ask you a question. What do you think? Everything is based off of where you are or whatever, right? If a song came out in December and we about to be in August, are you gonna do a remix? Do you think no? Mm-mm. No, it's been almost a month. He be watching my videos. He know I gave that song to him about a month ago. My brother know what he doing. He just ain't hear it. But then when I record it, he gonna be like, "Oh, he gonna have some story." He know what it is. Like, come on, I sent you that track. I know he hear it and he heard me. He was just like, I don't know, but he ain't want to hurt my feelings. But I'm telling you, when I put it together, it'll make more sense. That second album should have dropped right in all the awards and hype they was giving Cardi. They scared. Yeah, they scared of success because the world hasn't been fully, the United States hasn't been fully back open. Cardi wants to be able to go out and physically be out promoting her album and doing all of that shit. Like, that's what it is with them. Thank you. Let me tell you something about Asian Doll that I love. I love her grind. I love the fact that she held herself down for so long, being an independent woman, doing shows, booking out and shit like that. Sometimes I even give her the benefit of a doubt for not showing up for a booking because when you out there raw dog by yourself, you got to think about it, right? Anything can happen at any time. You know what I'm saying? People, you got haters, you got people waiting for you to come to their city to do little fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? You have to be very particular. Somebody telling you they want to come, they want you to book some shit, like they want you to come somewhere. Nah, I need to scope out the area. What's the area like around it? Like, what are you getting yourself into? You got to figure all that shit out. Cause you don't want to just pop up and then you at somebody event and nah, that's not how it goes. That's why I'm telling you. I've been taught by the best. Like, I know promoters. I used to go to the club. I remember when the artist would get to the venue, yo, you would think that it would just be some easy breezy shit like, oh, the limo gonna pull up. No, that's when they was coming out the Sprinter back then. And then they having like 1,000 niggas hop out the Sprinter, standing all around that shit, looking at everybody because you pulling up to a venue in the back of a parking lot. They know niggas is grimy. They know niggas is waiting. I remember when the locks came to Albany, New York, mad niggas. They had at least 100 niggas with them. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't robbing nobody. And that means on stage, they got niggas ready for you. So you feel me? That's real when you moving like that. And that's another thing I used to think of, like when I was being like, being an artist. I was like, what type of artist do you want to be? Do you want to be a nightclub artist? That's a different type of access, but you always want to touch your people. Or do you want to be a Kanye West? Kanye West is doing big shit. He ain't never performing no damn nightclub. So it's like, do you shoot low or do you shoot for the stars? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because that's a different type of life, but that's some money. Fabulous always came up to where I'm from, to the hood, and he brought 1,000 niggas with him all the time. All the time. All the time. Like, yeah, that's crazy. So you gotta be careful. So it's okay to pull out on your obligations. Isn't that what security is for? I don't know what the reason is for, but I don't know. What's up, Mwami? That's why Remy Ma never popped, because she was too old and not sexy. What you mean? Asian fell off after she signed with Gucci. He is a horrible manager, label owner. He made her get her boobs done and shelved her music. Damn. The older the artist, the least they care about your career. What's up, Latoya? I think Asian was sabotaged. You know what it is with Asian doll? I'll be completely honest. One advantage that Megan Thee Stallion has over Asian doll is that she has a sound, and I feel like Megan can ride a beat in some sort of way. Asian, it's like, even, I don't know. I think she was talking about this new freestyle like weeks before it dropped, and she was talking about like, oh, like Asian just be like, I hate doing this shit, because then it just be like you just be breaking some shit down. It's like when I be hearing her, watching her talk and tweet, I'm one of the people who I remember everything, right? So Asian just be talking a lot. Like I remember a few months ago, she was like, "Oh my God, I'm so excited." I'm gonna give you an example, and you could go and run and see this shit today, right? A few months ago, Asian doll, and this is not some switch up shit like that, unless you're dealing with millions and millions of dollars, right? A few months ago, Asian was like, "Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm about to buy my mansion." Okay. A few months ago, you was buying a mansion. Yesterday, she just posted on her Twitter page. This is shit that I just be thinking to myself, but I don't be running and make a video like, "Oh, Asian doll's lying." A few months ago, you just said you bought a mansion, and now you just saying that, "Oh my God, I just got my condo that I wanted." I just be feeling like Asian. That's why certain people, like, they just be lying, and you don't realize you don't got to do that just to be like, to make people think, and having all that money out and shit. Like, that shit is whack to me. It's whack to me. It's whack. She's pretty as hell. It's just certain things that she do is just annoying. Like I remember when she got online and she was having, it was just a few. I don't even want to go through it, but it's just like a cloud with her too. It's a cloud with Asian, and then it's like the way she's really cocky. She's really pretty, but it's just like, oh, I didn't execute my thought. She was talking about this freestyle for weeks, and then when it dropped, it's just like I be waiting for the moment, and it's just sometimes she hit it, and sometimes she don't. But still, with her, wish her the best. She's young. Certain people, you be like, give them room to grow and let them do, whatever. I feel like Megan can write a beat and make a better song than Asian, but it's like Megan is so one dimensional. I feel like if Asian could ride beats like a Megan, I feel like she would be better, because she really got that hood shit and like really could spit that shit. I be liking the stuff she be saying. It just don't be coming. You know what I'm saying? Not everything. I liked her one of her what's that mixtape that she had? She had a few songs on it. Oh, I can't remember the name of it, but I remember when I was playing that shit, I was playing that shit hard for like a few months, and then I kind of just let it go. I typically do that with new artists. Like if I'm giving them a chance, I listen to their music and then I'll kind of let it go. If it don't stick, I'm gonna really let it go. But yeah, where's Fractions? Where's it trending? I think that came from Complex, and that's why I said you got to be very careful. Take what Complex says with a grain of salt. Let's see, 6% left on the phone. Let me see if this. Hold on a second. 21 minutes. Cool. 21 minutes. Cool. Yeah. Bitch, we ain't ducking no action. I'm about to give them that shit. Then I'm going to line them like fractions. I would love to hear your thoughts on Doshi. I don't know enough about her. You know what I'm saying? I seen some of her. I think I seen a video from Doshi, and I heard some of her stuff. Um, What do you think? I don't. I don't know. I like that she has like a quirky type of Nicki vibe. That's what I feel from her. But it got to be more than that to hold my attention. And that's why I think with me, that's why it's hard. Even when Azalea Banks be talking shit about Nicki, it's hard for me to stop listening to her because, for one, I just love her music and I love the fact that she's really talented. And when I listen to Doshi, I think of Nicki. When I think of Doja, hear Doja rap, sometimes I think of Nicki. And for me, being an artist and rating some shit, it's refreshing to listen to Azalea and not think about Nicki. And it's like I'm in an Azalea zone. I don't think about Nicki Minaj when I'm listening to Azalea. Like that shit is cool. Like Doja Cat doing all of that, like, you know what I'm saying? That shit is cool, but it's like you sound like her so much where it's just like, where's the individuality? You know what I'm saying? Like big on that individuality. You have to be an individual, and I feel like that's important. I don't ever want, and that's why I'm saying, like, maybe I'm that critical and controlling of my moments because I like how I do shit. Like, listen, I could tell because it's even certain people who I might give them advice and they might take it, but they'll do it a whole nother way or whatever. Those are people who control what they do. I never want to be a person who, you know what I'm saying, like, you could pick and take here and there, but always do things your way because at the end of the day, not for everything. Some things you do need to be spared, but not for everything. Because you don't want everything to be a memory of somebody doing it for you. You don't want that. I'm the type of like, no, you know how good it feels to be independent? Like, it's good. It's good. It's a good feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to trade that for the world. So, mm-mm. I often call Azalea the lost princess of rap. Facts, and it's like it felt good going to see Azalea Banks at Irving Plaza. I can't see Nicki like that because for you, she's such a huge artist, and you know what? That's one of the things I hate about like being a fan of Nicki is like because we have to wait for her to go on tour. That's just like there's pros and cons of being a big artist. The pros and cons of it is that you reach more people and you make more money. So it's like a Beyonce and a Nicki, they go on tours every few years, but it's like you have your fan base who's just like, damn, come up to it. Nicki can't, but you know how easy it'd be for her to do nightclubs? I feel like Nicki loves it when she do those little like bookings and shit because it gives her back that vibe of being in a club. But if she could do that shit every weekend, like that shit would be crazy. Not only would she make a lot of money, but I think that it would be dope, but when you get so big, it gets bad to a point because it's like, damn, you can't really touch your people like that. Look how like Asian, like not saying that, but look at Asian, shit. Even Megan ain't even that big like that, and she ain't even performing. Megan should have been performing through this pandemic. She was lazy. Megan the Stallion was lazy. I could understand Cardi not, to be honest, because Cardi, even though she's not, I could understand it because she got more metrics behind her. Megan should have been working through this whole shit. You were shooting all of these factory videos and doing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, doing all of these factory related performances and shit in these big rooms. It's like she was working on that, but she wasn't. They should have been doing some other shit. Like she should have found a way. Megan thinks she's too big to do those venues. It's the way Cardi getting pregnant. You know what's so crazy? I'm gonna say this because, and this is not even to be vindictive, right? It's sad because, yeah, I'm gonna do it, but I'm not gonna throw another person in. But listen, Megan is so Megan is so idiotic that she don't even realize she's from a huge city. She don't got this city on lock the way that she could potentially have. Like she don't got it on lock. And I was listening to somebody's video earlier today, and they was talking about Doja Cat. It was Sean Davy, and he was saying how Doja Cat was saying like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be doing features or some shit." And he was like, "Well, you too far into your career. Your features is the reason why we know you, right?" You can't ever stop showing love to where you from, but Megan should have. That's what I'm saying. She didn't do no groundwork because I can't imagine having a big buzz like Megan and not having no footwork in my city because that footwork. Now I'm from a city of like 150,000 people. Imagine being an artist. Imagine me having a song like Voicemail and I'm in a city of 6 million people. Oh, we about to be fucking everywhere. And you know what it is? I think when people are not really from the streets, when they're not really from the hood, they don't know how to make those marks. You know what I'm saying? Megan should have all these little girls in Houston running after her and doing all of that shit. When she dropping her little verses and she should have some shit like, not to be funny, but like if you're gonna market and shit like Nicki, you should have the Nicki effect in Houston. She don't got that effect. She should have all these little girls down here on her shit. Heavy. Heavy. They might know her lyrics, but I'm saying she's not influential like that. And that's what I want to say. But I feel like if she would have worked on it on a local level, like think about it, through this whole pandemic, it's been almost 2 years. She has not put the footwork in this city. She's been gone and everywhere else. California is not that far from Texas. Okay. I could be back to New York from Texas within like 3 hours, 4 hours. I'll be like, God is so good when I go back home, and I'll be like, damn, this shit was mad quick. Like, I'm like 1,700 miles away, but I just be off the plane, like, boom. God is good. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you got more money than I do. There is no reason why you ain't on ground level out here putting that work in. Like, oh, you ain't hear about Megan? Oh, Megan was over at that sneaker boutique giving out this and this to the kids. Oh, Megan was down at the school doing this. You ain't doing your public relations ain't working you the right way. You in a city of 6 million people. I'm gonna be blunt with you in a reason like this. If I was like that and I had my city, I wouldn't be worried about no Nicki Minaj because I'm like, my nigga's gonna step for me. So whoever I diss, I'm being blunt with you right now. She ain't put no work in her city. She ain't put no work in. And the metric, and it shows in her metrics. It shows in her sales. It's because I'm telling you, this is a huge city. She should have this shit on lock. But number one, she's not influential. She's not. Imagine New York City not standing behind Nicki. Everybody was running on Nicki shit. Malibu Mitch is one of them that came from that era. You see how she go. Come on. Like, come on. And the younger. My niece is 14 years old. They're Nicki. They talk about, come on. Nicki is eras. Eras. She put that work in. What I'm trying to tell you is that Megan should have Houston on her back so hard that she don't care about no bitch, no song, no nothing. When I drop my shit, I'm hitting top 10 iTunes based off my city because they fuck with me because I fuck with them. But see, when you ain't from the streets, you move different. Them suburb motherfuckers don't do shit like that. She ain't as lucky as a Travis Scott. You ain't as lucky, so you can't move like a Travis. You need to be on foot level in Houston, getting these little girls and getting these teenagers, getting them riled up. Why you ain't finding nobody from your city to do your TikToks? To be like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? How big would it have been if she would have went to that brunch event? You gotta activate your motherfuckers, and she ain't activate them. And that's the problem. She ain't activated. I'm talking from the mind frame of a strong artist. That's how I would have my shit on lock. I'm telling you, I would come out with some shit. I'd be like, I don't give a fuck. I ain't from no city of 150 fucking thousand. I'm from the city of 6 million. I drop some shit, they gonna step point blank. And if you look at the numbers, ain't nobody stepping. They ain't stepping in video views. They ain't stepping in album sales. They ain't, and that this is worldwide. I'm telling you, look at it like that when you look from a business point of view. So this is how much that you can say that could be considered a loss, right? Say a city, you're from a city from 6.8 million people, and you mean to tell me you only could sell 9,000 pure sales? That is a huge issue. That is an issue. That is an issue. And I don't care what nobody say. You could say I'm hating or whatever. That is a huge issue. Huge. Because I will be on the back end like, wait. What? Huh? I mean, you do the math yourself. Google the census for Houston and how many people live in Houston. And I think that's considering all of the outskirts and all of that in close proximity. That's piss poor. That's piss poor. That's piss poor. Come on. How are you from a 6 million? I'm from a city of 100,000. You should be able to get streams and sales easily. But I'm trying to tell you, this is why I feel like this, right? A lot of these celebrities will be up there and shit like that. That's why I feel like when Nicki was being from the streets and shit, she did a lot of clubs and shit like that, getting close with her fans, signing boobs, doing like a lot of shit, a lot of interaction. Because when we come from the hood, we know how important that interaction is. We know how real it is. Nicki has certain fans that she speaks to. You know what I'm saying? She has close relationships with certain people, but I think she keeps them at bay. But what I'm trying to say is that Nicki really put that work in. Like, it was a point in time where she was so accessible. It was like, you know what I'm saying? She was everywhere. She was on MySpace, early days, just building relationship and building bonds. And for you to be that far up to not have built those bonds, it makes me realize like you didn't appreciate it because you didn't come from nothing, like you say. You didn't really come from like you didn't want it that bad. You got lucky. And you know what? There may be a sad story behind how Megan Thee Stallion got discovered. Like I wonder if it was some sort of sex involved. Because what made you so amazing for these people to just sign you and throw you through the ranks with a single and throw you up like that? Like what did that cost? I wonder. I'm just saying, it's just a potential question. I'm not saying if it happened or not, but it's just a question. Like, why did she separate herself so much? Like, what was so amazing about that freestyle that got you? You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Making the suburb. It's like, why you keep posting this stupid shit? Um. Yeah. You got to put it in perspective like that. You ain't do the groundwork. You got lucky off some freestyles. And there's a difference between being lucky and blessed. There's a huge difference. Hmm. You got to be able to, and I hope Rock Nation is listening because you have to be able to go down and realize why certain things is not happening that way. I'm telling you, that's a huge loss. You're not from no fucking no. You ain't from the boonies. Shit, I'm considered being from the damn boonies. The fuck? I'm from the boonies. Shit. Like imagine coming from the boonies and doing 9,000. You'd be like, damn. Like you know what I'm saying? You come from a city. You ain't putting the work in. You ain't active. Throughout this whole pandemic, she should have been out giving the little girls stuff, giving them little shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Even if it's little cheap shit, come on. That either means that shit is smoke and mirrors. But then again, I have to think about that. Maybe she would have been doing that things if she maybe she would have been doing those things if she could be here. And I don't even know if she feels safe being in Houston. So maybe something like that does add that I don't understand. So maybe it really is all jokes aside. You know what I'm saying? Like, talking about that shit, I don't really know if she really is in danger. And maybe it is a reason why she don't, you know what I'm saying? But it's fucked up. And those things are in place due to choices that she made. You always have to think about that. And everything that happens, you made a choice. You made a choice. Real talk. You made a choice. Megan gonna be on Trina level only doing nightclubs because only lit in the South. Rock Nation is turning to Flop Nation. Many of their artists don't get big. Is asking two artists from Bad Boy. Then it's like I remember, like I know for a fact, like her team be listening to this shit because I remember it was certain ones of my videos that it got flagged from YouTube for saying like it was inappropriate. And I'm like, what's inappropriate? Like, and I was only talking about the same things that I'm talking about now. But they just mad. They don't want people having these conversations because it opens up. Like only thing they could talk about Nicki is like, oh my gosh, she's so animated, this and that, her crazy outfits, or oh who she's dating, or this and that. But they can never attack her art. They can't because they know that none of these other girls hold up to it. None of them. You got Megan on her album trying to sing, talking about ba 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 ba. That's why Party like her because she's an airhead. She's an airhead. That's why Party like her. He need the money, and she's an airhead. Ba 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 ba. Come on, come on, Megan. Even the white people saying Megan music sound the same. My nieces are saying that, and they both the shit. Born in 2007, they both know it. And that's what I love. Like they know what music is what. Like make I wouldn't say Megan. I ain't even mad if Megan out here getting money, but I just don't like Cardi. I just don't. I don't like when I see people like so this is why I choose to typically disengage with Cardi B fans. Like, matter of fact, I don't even engage with them, right? I promise you. On Twitter, if I ever get a mention, this is how much that, like, I talk about her and, you know, that shit because it's content and, you know, it's searchable through YouTube. So, of course, I'm going to throw your fucking name in the title. Of course, I'm going to do it, right? But when it comes down to, like, her, like, as far as like debating anything or whatever, now if you're in a chat room on Station Head and I'm listening to music, I'm gonna talk shit back to you. But if you come into my mentions, I'm blocking you. I don't even want to talk to you because, for one, I'm never gonna argue with a person who stand behind a talentless person. There is nothing that I would ever argue with you about, so I would never engage with you. That's how less I think of you. Like, that's how less. So there's no reason for me. I don't argue. I'm telling you, sometimes I might get caught up in it for a second, but there is literally nothing that you could say to me. Like, there's nothing that you could say about Nicki. Like, what could you say? Like, even if it's the charts, we got the hits. We did the hits from beginning to end. What could you say? What could you say about a song? Even if if it's a bubbling under song, that it won't be the last bubbling under song. What could you say? You know? These be those chart chasers and those bandwagon hoppers. That's the type of fans and you know what's so scary? Where you got to think with these fan pages, be very wary of them because they're the same people running different pages under other celebrities, and they just do that shit. So that's why you got to be very careful. I be noticing a lot of shit. People having fan pages coming back. Yeah, just be careful. I lost a friend because I didn't like Cardi music. If she did the groundwork, she could be selling big numbers first week, and those loyal fans would be the ones to hold you down and beef. Hate trains, thank you. That's why I said Megan don't got Houston all out. She don't. I would be at a point like, fuck that. What she say? What he say? Houston, what? That's how Foxy is to Brooklyn. Like, she's like, Brooklyn gonna hold me down. I remember Foxy, you know how murderous Philly is. Foxy ain't give a fuck. She said, Eva's from Philly. I'm from Brooklyn. What? She said, we ain't really concerned about Philly like that. And still went over there, rock shows, took them thousands, and bailed. Come on. That's why, like, Foxy is that shit she talks. She's the artist. She got her team, she got her security or whatever, but she's gonna talk her shit at any moment, at any time. And I just like the real approach that she gets. She said, what? She said, we from Brooklyn, like she's from Philly. Like, what does that mean? Like, what? Yeah. Foxy was never inferior to nobody, and that's one thing I loved about her. Like, yeah, like rest in peace to Natina Reed. But I remember Wendy Williams was trying to start some drama. She was like, Natina Reed said something. She said that you brought your own ring, and she was like, "What? Nobody even knows her." Like, oh shit, that shit is crazy. That shit is crazy. Foxy put me on game years ago when I told y'all when I was like I was trying to like find little promoters and shit and book, and she was like, look at him. She was like, why would I want to let that person have access to me and book me and have access to me for 2 days? No, you got to be smarter than that. You got to really, you got to do your homework. You fuck around and show up to a booking and niggas throw you into some fucking sex trafficking ring. You got to be careful. You know how much people be wanting to be around celebrities and shit like that. And I think you should be funny about shit like that as a person too. Fuck that. I don't see how people like Cardi. Honestly, there's nothing there. Thank you. So when they come in my mentions, I block them. Not because I'm ever scared or care about what they're saying, but it's just that there's no point of debating with a person who has no talent. Like, I wish you would get me. No, I'm gonna come on YouTube and get thoughts and get views out of it. That's where I'll debate it at. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you in tweets. It's not worth it. She should have just let Sugar be the album. There's a clip from Nicki way back in the day saying how important it is to build fans and not to rely on the machine. And that's why I thought, and this is why I'm telling you, they thought that the machine was going to be able to take Nicki out. And they thought that's why they thought Cardi was going to be able to take Nicki out, because she had the machine. And I think that's when they start to realize, like, damn, we spent all of these millions of dollars against a girl who really does have an undying fan base. And that shit is facts. That's something any artist should not be one dimensional, lack of versatility. But when you're not an artist, you can't create versatility if you're not a real artist. That's why you want songs singing ba 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 la la la. If you want to just ba 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 and singing ba ba ba, households and cry 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 ba 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 la la. You start singing shit like that. That's crossover to Megan Thee Stallion. I fall back and just give them some space. Cause when you already won, the fuck is the race? Look at them loving for raps. Oh, what a disgrace. I put that on A-Rod. None of you bitches is safe. Whole city go up when a bitch touch down like the niggas in the huddle. She didn't care about For the Love of New York, not trying. She wanted, and that's my shit too. I should have never gave it to you in the first place. And why the fuck did I in the first place? I was the first one to put you up on that earth maze. Exotic beaches just laying there like a mermaid. Shouldn't kept you from the bird brain. Now you my burn book. Fuck you, what's her name? I'd rather emotions the worst pain. You triggering my anxiety in the worst. That's my shit. See, if you, that's what I'm trying to say. Like that song is a vibe. So if you like that type of Caribbean type of vibe, I'm a New Yorker, so I love that shit. It was better than hearing Megan on that shit with talk about put your cocky in my body and pop. She was saying some stupid shit. She was saying some dumb shit. First thing I'ma do when I pop out is tell my nigga, yo, make sure you got the Glock out. I'm about to pop out looking like I knock out. Show these bitches how to do it, but they drop out. Bling bling if the watch out. I told them watch out. Talk shit, but when they see me, it's a cop out. They don't get the big picture, they get cropped out. Styles on them like somebody brought the locks out. Headline tours, then they bring Fox out. If it's a complex, then I bring the Crocs out. Might take a gal, man, you know the ops out. Them bright. Fuck I look like in your eyesight. Albums only do good based on the lead single. The singles from For the Love of New York wasn't a single, it was an album track. Yeah, it was buried on that album too. I don't even know why people don't like that song. Yeah, that's my shit. I should have never gave it to you in the first place. And why the fuck I move in with you in the first place? I was the first one to put you up on that maze. Exotic beaches just laying there like a mermaid. Should have took your surname. Fuck you and fuck you and I'd rather go emotional is the worst pain. You triggering my anxiety. Yeah. Them tried, but they're not quite right. Fuck I look like in your eyesight. Yeah. Bitches act like they want action. So they want action. Bitch, we're not ducking, no action. You know what I want somebody to do? Can somebody please do this? Please do. You know how like back in the day where they used to have those videos with those computer sounding voices and they would have like Foxy and Kim cursing each other out. And Foxy would be like, I still got my Bentley. I want somebody to do that shit like bitches act like they want action. Said they want action. Bitch, we ain't ducking no action. I want somebody to create that shit. What's up, Layla? Let's see. I can still go to my hood. Give me my body. My body. $2 million a party is so your baby. Party. I'm this pop. I'm gonna jump. Shout out to Emma though. But this been weak boss thinking that she dissing from me. I graded your homework. It's incomplete. If you was trying to be my son, then mission complete. Oh yeah, I'm about to get out of here. Alright, I'm off this shit. I'm gonna holla at y'all later. The audio sounds demonic. I was making my voice sound like that. My phone is definitely about to die. I gotta get out of here because like I said, I gotta go get my shit. I might come back on later. Maybe doing the movie Lamar. Oh yeah. Yeah. Alright. It's crazy. It's still here too. Do y'all think this will save? No, my phone saved. I mean, my phone died. By Barbs and Foxes. Laurent saved it. Thank you. Have a good one. Saved it live. Yeah, my shit. My phone died. I thought that I cut it off as soon before, but it didn't. Let's see. I think YouTube be scrolling with this account. Some haters. Now my phone died this time. That's what happened. But I took the opportunity to go get all my shit out of the dryer. So now I'm about to throw my shit on. I'm about to go get me some. About to go get me some good shit, yo. Tell me why it's not storming, but it's raining outside, and these people are still having their barbecue today with people in the pool and all that. I'm like, damn, that shit don't stop. Oh, I'm about to cuss him out real quick. Yeah. But yeah, we was just chit-chatting about Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion not having no standout verses this year. You know what I'm saying? It's like, where y'all at? Y'all all dropping collaborations. Where's the music at? Like, where? Come on, where are the notable verses? There's no lyrics and nothing spit. Nothing from Thought Shit that Megan spit is memorable. Nothing from Big Paper is memorable. She thought she was like, oh, I'm Beyonce with that, but I'm rolling, whatever that shit she spit. None of that. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's repeating it. Nobody wants to say it. Shout out to all the people who stuck around. That's real because some people just be knowing, like, yeah, he gonna come back. Especially if I leave it like that, unless I fall asleep, I'm definitely not coming back. But typically, I will come back. Typically, all these female rappers, there's still nothing memorable. I need to plug this phone up though. Hold on a second. Yo, oh shit. Let's see. What's up, K Holiday? Where's Cardi album? What are they waiting for? Now she having a baby, so you don't know what that. You just never know when it comes to a Cardi B. You feel me? You never know. It's like that's why I was saying before. It's like a cloud when it comes to her because it's like, can she release an album? Is this the reason why there's no album and they only releasing singles? Can she release an album? She did just get out of litigation. I remember Tasha K was talking about Cardi B not being able to drop music. I'm wondering this is all making sense, and maybe Tasha's information was so premature, like, it was so long ago that we not linking them together. But I do believe that something is going on because how don't you have an album? Remember they were saying producers and shit wasn't getting paid. I think there might be some money issues or something. Who knows? How did this come out? Let's see. How did that shit come out? Can I wear this or can I not? Can I wear this? Can I not? No, it's too hot. Let me wear a t-shirt. Damn, that shit pissed me off. You ever get some shit like, yo, I knew this stain was gonna come out of it, but it didn't, so I can't wear this. Nah. Guess I'll wear it to the gym clothes, but let's see. She's in the 360. What's up, Lil Ice? Oh, you said you was gonna talk about Doja Cat's Ain't Shit song. I think I spoke about that song already in another video. What you think about it? Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm about to get off of this shit because I said I was getting off anyway. She's in the 360. Yeah, but I'm about to get off of this shit though. I didn't want my live day. I think it's dope that Nicki's verse is already mentioned in the top 10 verses. You know what I'm saying? She got 2 songs on that list. So even though they gave, Wayne credit, I think Wayne did have the best verse on Seeing Green. So shout out to Wayne. But I felt like that's dope that she had 2 songs. Like these girls got records out. Why ain't y'all being mentioned? Why wasn't Megan mentioned for her Southside freestyle? Fractions is a freestyle too, because it's not good. That's why. Hold on. No, you got that shit. That one. Yeah, that's all you gotta do. You notice how like when you wash like your t-shirts and shit, and them shits to shrink a little bit. I would take that shit and pull it from the top to the bottom and stretch that shit right out. Fuck that. Um, let's see. Yeah, I'm about to leave. I've been on here. You see, I've been on here over an hour, and I want to wrap it up because I'm about to go and handle some business. But yeah, I hope y'all all have a blessed weekend. I don't know if I'm gonna come on here later or if I'm gonna come back tomorrow, but we'll see what's going on. Okay, he said he back 6 minutes ago, so you know I'm about to go. You know I'm about to go. You know I'm about to go. You go. You know I'm about to go. I fall back and just give them some space because when you already won, what the fuck is the race? Look at them fucking for raps, man. What a disgrace. I put this on A-Rod. None of you bitches is safe. So fractions of seeing greens, making his moves out there. Megan got mad verses out here this year. They ain't do nothing for nobody. So it's like, Megan, where you at? Cardi, where you at? You feel me? Y'all being applauded for all of these awards that just don't mean anything. Like, let's see. Fractions is really that bitch. Facts. So listen, I hope y'all all have a blessed evening. I'm about to get out of here. I might come back on later. I might not. Might be on tomorrow. Might not. Might do an upload tomorrow. Don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I hope all of y'all have a blessed weekend. And I'm